Hello guys, this is MoDzGaming here, and today we are going to do a tutorial on how to make a thumbnail for your YouTube. And if you see on your YouTube channel where you can go and actually custom make it, which is right here, or change image, if you go to your info and settings on the video, or if you're uploading, you can automatically do the exact same thing. But you can either set these three thumbnails, which are default with this, or you can change the image to a custom one that you made. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to actually do that. So let's get started. Now, what you want to do is open up Photoshop, and you want to make sure, let's actually see here. Yep, okay. Now Photoshop is open, so let's actually open a new tab. And we are actually going to use film and video for this. We're not actually going to use a custom one, even though we could, and we can just set it to the same resolution. But if you're first doing this, you want to just go to film and video, go to 920 by 1080, and click on HD TV 1080p, and that would just set it there. So you don't have to worry about clicking anything. And for your background content, you can either keep it white, or I like to do is just transparent. So you want to keep the resolution down as well, because regularly the files can get too large for the actual clip or the upload, and what can happen is that your file will not be uploaded because it's too large. So keeping that in mind when you're uploading a 1080p thumbnail. But for this, I'm just going to keep with 1080p. So as you can see here, we have a whole nother, let's not save, a whole nother thing. And let's actually start by placing a file. We can either custom make it with text and anything we want. And we can go, and that's a little bit small, but you get my point. But for this, I'm going to actually place a thumbnail right here, and this is actually standard 1080p, and it was taken with a 1080p monitor, so the resolution will fit automatically, mostly. When you want to resize your image, though, you want to click shift, because if you don't, this will happen, and no one wants that. So I wish my buttons work. Okay, so you want to hold down shift and just drag, and I'm actually going to cut it off a little bit of edges place, because I believe it has some of this weird ghosting effect on it. But let's actually see here. Let's do an undo, step backwards. Alright, let's just replace this file. It's right here. Alright. It's like weird ghosting goes on in Photoshop, but it always can be fixed. I don't know exactly why it does it, but there. And it's just, if you hold down control, you can make sure it doesn't click any of the it doesn't latch onto the sides. So control, and then just hold that down, and there. So that is my thumbnail right there. And you want to keep in mind, this will be very, very small. It will be around like this size. So you want to keep in mind on how much room you have to work with. Generally, you want to make the text big. You don't want text to be especially that size, but recommended, let's see, I know this is going to be pretty small, but that right there, too small, way too small. So let's see here. Let's actually zoom this in, or make it bigger, and let's say 300 and see what that looks like. So that's getting better, but that's still a little bit small. So let's actually 450. Oops, did that work? No. Oh, I don't know what happened there. And you want to keep in mind the there we go. Keep in mind the background with the text. Usually want a background with a actual setting that like black here, white here. You don't want it black and black because you wouldn't be able to, of course, see it. Now if we zoom out, you can see it, and that is spelled wrong. Oh well. Anyways though, you see my point. And you will see this ghosting that will go on, but if you do save it, which is save for web, you will see that you do not see the actual top part, but I will get to that in a second. So as you can see here, we have the new text, we have the image file, and we can now go to save. So now what we're going to do is most likely save it as a PNG. Now to save down the actual space, let's say if it's too big, if it's like I believe YouTube only allows 2 megapixels. So if it's 3 and you want to cut it down, try JPEG and then just decrease the quality a bit. So about like 40. As you can see, it kind of decreases its quality, but that will help. But as for this video, I'm just going to render it in PNG 24 and just transparent and 1080p. And now we're going to save, and we're just going to save it to the desktop. And yep. Give it a second. So now if we go to the desktop, as you can see, it's right here. And now if we open it, you can see it. Now all we have to do is add it with just click change image and go to where your file is saved, and then just open that up. Now as you can see, it's uploading, and this might actually take a bit. I don't know how long it will take. Oh, there it is. Now that will be your image. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit longer than I was hoping for, but this is just to clarify on how to actually make a thumbnail and make sure your audience can see it. Thanks guys for watching. This was MoDzGaming, and see you later.